So to start with, you go to the Cohos backend and log in. Then you go to reports. Then you go to use saved reports. So here you go to all. Then you search for all books. So this is what you want, 238, all books. You run this report. It's a big report, so it will take a long time. So as you wait for report to run, you go to the library portal. You can log in either using your Liwalakira or you use the admin. You know the password for admin. You go to the administrator link and go to stock taking. Currently here we have, I already cleared the database, but I'm going to remove it and repopulate it with fresh data from core. So you go to library.umu.dc.ug.php-myadmin and you log in using the username and password which you know. Then you go to the inventory database. You expand inventory here and you go to books. So assuming that you've extracted, just in case there was a previous stock taking, you've extracted the stock taking report. You can rename this database, this table, the books table. You can rename it now, like you say. I renamed this one books 2020. It has nothing. So let me go back here to databases, inventory. This is empty, so I'm going to delete it. So typically what you do, you go to the books database here. Then you make a copy of it just to be safe. You go to operations, you copy to books and you give it a books 2020 November or perhaps November 2020. You can actually put even the day, 21st November 2020. So it will make a copy of the existing one. Then you go to the books database and you clear it. You write an SQL statement here. You go to SQL and click delete. You write this delete statement and then you say go. So you go to operations and you change this auto increment value back to 1. So now our auto increment value is 1. Let me refresh. And my auto increment is 1. You go back to the books and see that it is empty. And its auto increment value is 1. So you go to import. In the books table, you go to import. So back here, the report has run. we download we have 5160 items. So we download a comma separated download CSV. Save it. It's a big file, 5.2 MB. So we move it to a location that is not in the temporary folder. Move it to I'm going to move it to my library, and I'll call it Derek, and inside we'll paste it. I'll rename it all books. This is my extract of all the books in Koha, effective today. Effective today, 21st November 2020. So when you open, you have these fields, barcode, but you have to reorder them. You have to create the ID field, which will be blank. Then the order is like this. The order is like this. You start with ID, barcode, then call number. So here I'm going to create a number of fields. So this one will be, you go and copy the call number, item call number, you cut, you put it there. This is the, you rename this to call number, barcode call number, ISBN. You cut the ISBN and paste it here. Item type 1, item type 1, which is this one, item type. You cut it and you paste it there, item type 1. So you rename it. Okay, let's first copy this one as well. It's the next item type 2. So you copy this and you paste it there, item type 1. And this is item type 2. Title, you cut the title from here and paste it there. After title, copyright date, you cut it and paste it there. It's written copyright date, same as copyright date. Branch, here it says home branch, you cut, you paste, and you rename this one branch. Date created, you cut, you paste. It says date, it's written as date underscore created. You rename it to date created. Date last borrowed, here is called last borrowed, and then you have status and a comment and stuff. See stuff here. Stuff. So for status you write pending with a small p, and then you double click to write all those pending. So you delete these. Sorry, you delete those. Delete. So now you save this one. Derek underscore. When you download this file originally, it's a read only. Let's first cancel here. After saving it, we delete this one, which is read only. It is this one that we are working with. Okay, so you go to, we have our columns in the right order and named correctly. So we go back to our imagine. We browse for this file. Then number of rows to skip, starting from the first row. Now the first row here, row 1, other column names. So you want to skip column 1. On the first row, you want to skip column 1. And then you paste this this order here. Yes, you paste this order here, ID, comma, backward, comma, colon, until stuff. You paste it here. So going back to our database here, if we refresh, we cleared it, so there is no data here. So now we're going to start adding the data from this import. Okay, so with all that, yes, we say go. So now the import is now happening. If we go back to, so if we refresh here, we see that the books are entering. We have 530 now. If we refresh again, we have 5709. So the books are being input. Refresh again, we have 5917. So this process takes a very long time since there are very many books. But basically, when you're done, then you have a fresh list of books effective when you've imported. So the books that you enter past that date will not be in the stock taking system. Yeah. Verified by Michael. So basically that is it, 6871 now. So the process goes on until all the books are there. Yeah, so that's it.